Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to read a poem. The name of the poem is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. In this class, I will be explaining the poem The Road Not Taken. This poem has been taken from Beehive book class 9 and it has been written by Robert Frost. In this video, I will be explaining you the poem stanza wise and I will also be explaining the literary devices as and when the poet has used. Before we begin, let me brief you about Robert Frost. Robert Frost is a well-known American poet and he was born in San Francisco. He belonged from 20th century but still different from modern poets because he is modern in his spirit and traditional in his style of poetry. First of all, let us discuss about the title of this poem. The road not taken means a road, a path which you have not taken, you have not walked over that path. Now I will tell you something about the poem. The poem is relevant to our life. In fact, the poem is very relevant to all our lives. As I will suggest you that if you once read this poem attentively and try to understand it, then you will feel that it resembles to your life very much and relates to it. Right now, your present situation is such that you can exactly relate to this poem. Basically, in this poem, the poet says that he was faced with the option of two paths in the woods. The poet went for a walk into the woods and was encountered with two paths. The poem Road Not Taken is based on a very common experience. It is also a metaphorical and autobiographical poem. Why is it autobiographical poem? Because the poet is actually writing about his own experiences in the poem. And it is metaphorical because a lot of metaphors are used in this poem. The poem is of 20 lines. It has been divided into 4 stanzas. So let me begin with the first stanza. It says, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So here the word I depicts that the poet is talking about himself, and that's why the poem is autobiographical. So the poet comes across a road that is divided into two. He wondered which road he should follow, as it was not possible for an individual to handle both the roads simultaneously. So he had to make a choice between the two roads that were in front of him. He stood there for a long time looking at one of them. His eyes followed it till it curved under the undergrowth and nothing was visible beyond it. So let me tell the literary devices the poet used in this stanza. The poet has used metaphor in this stanza. Metaphor is a literary device used to compare two different ideas or things. It's not a direct comparison, but the reader has to infer the hidden meaning of the comparison made. We see that the poem begins with the word two roads diverged. Here the poet has used a metaphor where roads are symbol of choice we get to make in life. Then the poet talks about the yellow wood, which actually refers to the forest with decomposing leaves that are shed from the trees, stand for the world where people have been in the way. Since long time, in the last line, the poet uses the word undergrowth, which refers to the unknown world of darkness that the poet cannot see. Another literary device that the poet has used in the stanza is imagery. A poet uses imagery to represent object, actions, and ideas, making a physical appeal to the reader. Now let me just show you the rhyme scheme of this stanza, that is ABAAB. As the last word of the first line is wood, so we mark it as A. The last word in the second line is both, which does not rhyme with the word wood, so we mark it as B. Again, the last word in the third line rhymes with the word stood, so we mark it as A. In the fourth line, the last word could rhyme with the word would and stood, so we mark it as A. And in the last line of the stanza, the last word rhymes with the word both, so we mark it as B. So the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. Now let's read the second stanza. Then looked the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as far that the passing there had warned them actually about the same. So the poet chose the other road, which seems equally inviting. He felt more inclined towards it, as it was overgrown with grass and it was less worn out. That shows less people walked upon it. Thus, being adventurous, he was tempted to take it, as it seems to be less travelled by, and thought that a good number of people have walked over the other road too. Now let's look at the literary device used here. Simile is used here by the poet. Simile is used to compare similarity of two different things. But unlike metaphor, a simile does a comparison using words like or, as. So it is a direct comparison. Now let's read the third paragraph. And both the morning equal lay, in leaves no step has trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So in the morning, as the poet commenced his journey, he realized no one has walked over either of the two roads. He decided to stick to his own choice for yet another day. Now, let's read the fourth stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Here the poet says that years later he regret that out of the two roads he took the less travelled one, and this specific choice he made his life what it was today. It has altered the course of his life. Now students, I hope this video made you understand this beautiful poem. That's all for today. Thank you children. Have a nice day.